So what is up, guys? So today we're going to be doing a review of Godzilla vs Kong. I'm going to be sharing my personal thoughts, my opinions, what I disliked about the movie, what I liked about the movie, talking about the kaijus, and I guess just trying something new on the channel because I'm a big kaiju fan, I'm a big Godzilla fan. I think a lot of you guys already know that. I'm a big Godzilla fan. The G-Man is definitely someone I always root for. And to see Godzilla vs Kong was a really, really good movie. I had a lot of fun with it. And I just wanted to just do a little I guess a little video just showcasing what I think about it and everything. So without further ado, I'm gonna dive into it. I'm gonna have a little review for Godzilla vs Kong. Godzilla vs Kong was a really, really good movie. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was really, really action packed, and it just blew me away. If you go into Godzilla vs Kong simply wanting to see big monsters go against each other, that's definitely what the movie delivers. I think they did an amazing job pitting these two kaijus together, Godzilla and Kong. Starting off with the G-Man himself, like I mentioned earlier, I'm a big Godzilla fan, and this movie, it really, really showed Godzilla in all of his glory. Alongside that, we have a second Alpha Titan who is, very similar to Godzilla, being Kong. Kong has grown a humongous size since we last saw him in that movie, Kong Skull Island. Kong, as we know, he's literally almost as tall as Godzilla. It's absolutely insane. But the one good thing I really, really enjoyed about this movie is how they actually, they explained a lot of things in regards to what has been going on in regards to Kong in the Skull Island, because apparently a massive storm has taken over the island of Kong of Skull Island and everything, and alongside that it actually wiped out the Iwi people that lived on the island, unfortunately. But besides them, there is a little girl who actually has kind of become a little bit adopted in a way by Kong, and Kong kind of looks over her. She's the last of her her kind, at least to what we know in regards to the Iwi people who lived on Skull Island. But she kind of looks he kind of looks after her and everything. And I just think it's just really cool, just to have a human point of view to, when it comes to the scale and everything, to when you're being in comparison with Kong. I just think that's a really, really good standpoint. I thought they did an amazing job with that. That was just really, really cool just to honestly see, to be fair. So the way that they kind of set up this movie and everything, as we are talking spoilers, is that they apparently, they're trying to say that Godzilla's kind of going rogue. He's attacking people. We don't know what's going on with him. As they said, the world needs Kong. We need him, etc., etc. But obviously, as a lot of people kind of got a little bit of understanding, especially from the trailers and stuff, when you did a deep dive and everything. He's been attacking apex bases, and obviously, Mechagodzilla, big surprise there, obviously. But Mechagodzilla's, he's in the movie and everything, and Godzilla is going around attacking these apex bases to, potentially get rid of whatever this is. I don't think Godzilla actually knows that, it is actually Mechagodzilla. He just knows that something doesn't belong in the natural order of the kaijus. Of all the titans and stuff, this is unnatural. Kind of like King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah, he comes, at least in this MonsterVerse version of, Legendary and everything, King Ghidorah, he is an alien. He comes from space. He doesn't fit within the natural order of the kaijus, like Godzilla and Kong and Mothra, Rodan, etc., etc. So he's going around, attacking these apex bases, trying to figure out, what is this energy source? What are these people doing, etc.? Because the last time we saw him, he left Boston and he was perfectly fine. For me personally, just to see Godzilla and Kong, two of my favorite kaijus, I guess kind of go against each other. It was really, really cool because they, especially that crazy fight that they had on the airship, that was absolutely insane. Just seeing Godzilla emerge from the ocean, as because that's his natural home and everything. Seeing him emerge from the ocean and everything, going onto the airship, battling Kong and everything, it was just absolutely breathtaking. When they're both throwing punches, they're both using some of the weapons and everything. Obviously the humans are there to give us a visual point of view, everything to kind of what they're seeing. And I just thought that was just really, really, really cool, to be fair. Imagining being in their position and actually just, watching these two titans literally just go at it right now, Godzilla and Kong. It's absolutely incredible, to be fair. But just going digging deeper into the movie and everything, they reference a lot of the old Toho movies and everything, which is actually really, really cool. Just when Kong is being flown away, when he's got the helicopters and he's got ropes on him and everything. That's a little reference to the Toho movies, and I think it's just very nice. This movie plays a lot of homage to the Toho movies, and I thought that was a very, very nice supplemented thought. There are a lot of like little Easter eggs and everything like that, like in this movie, to actually make you appreciate those movies a little bit more as well. So I just thought it was like a really, really nice touch, to be fair. But going more into the movie, they explain like the Hollow Earth. The Hollow Earth to me was absolutely beautiful. Like just seeing how trippy it was, I just thought they did an incredible job with the Hollow Earth. Like I don't think they could have made that any more beautiful, to be fair. Just seeing the Hollow Earth and just seeing, having the idea of like what other titans are down here in the Hollow Earth. They show the war bats, or the zucchinis, whichever you want to call them, alongside with the other bats as well down there as well. Hopefully, if there actually are more Godzilla and Kong movies made by Legendary, they can dig deeper into what the Hollow Earth is all about, and actually showcase what other titans actually live down there and everything. Because to me personally, the Hollow Earth is such a big part of like the monsterverse, because there's so many titans that originated from the Hollow Earth. And obviously, for the titans who live on Earth, as an example, like Godzilla and everything, he's just roaming around the oceans. He has access to the Hollow Earth. Like he can just go there whenever he wants to, because as we saw in the final fight when we had Godzilla and Kong, this man straight up blew an atomic breath blast to the center of the Hollow Earth. That is absolutely crazy, just to show you like how incredibly powerful Godzilla is. And I think that is absolutely amazing, to be fair. I think what this movie actually does as well, it makes you really appreciate Godzilla and Kong, regardless of whatever side you take. If you're Team Kong, if you're Team Zilla, I don't think it actually really matters, because the movie, it puts you in a position where, let's say, Godzilla and Kong are fighting, Godzilla's got the upper hand, but the movie plays off in such a way where it makes you actually feel a little bit scared for Kong. You're like, oh, I don't want Kong to die. Like, I really don't want him to die and everything. And all of a sudden, it switches back around. Oh, now Kong is the upper hand. But then you're thinking, this is Zilla we're talking about. Surely Godzilla has a way to, like, overcome Kong. And I just think they just played it off really, really cool, where like Kong fans and Godzilla fans can literally just shake hands together and say, you know what, this was a really good fight between both of them. And when it comes down to the final fight, Godzilla versus Kong in Tokyo, and just the display of lights, like everything's all lit up and you're seeing the Titans literally just in all of their glory just going at it. It's just incredible, to be fair. And I just think it's a really, really cool scene in that movie, and it really sets up this epic fight scene where it's like, you know what, this is round 3, this is all or nothing right now. This is Kong versus Godzilla. And again, into like the last couple of bits of the movie, Mechagodzilla emerges from the mountains and he just goes crazy, just straight up destroys Godzilla, which is absolutely insane when you think about it. To be fair, I mean, Godzilla did literally just fight Kong, and even then he was still ready to throw hands. Like, these hands were rated E for everyone. Kong was catching these hands, and Mechagodzilla was out here catching these hands as well, but being way more juiced up compared to Godzilla, especially when Godzilla was fighting with Kong and everything. Mechagodzilla had the upper hand. He was out here just dominating Godzilla like it was nobody's business. And obviously Godzilla and Kong, they did team up, and even when they teamed up, at least for a couple of minutes when they were fighting, Mechagodzilla still had the upper hand against both of them. He was just souped up on this unlimited energy source that they got from the Hollow Earth that they extracted. And it's only when Godzilla was actually able to power up the axe that Kong has and everything, that's when Kong went ape mode. Like, literally, he straight up did some Mortal Kombat finishers to Mechagodzilla, which was insane to watch. The way that the movie just ends, it kind of sets it up to be like, okay, if there actually is another Kong or Godzilla movie, they can explore the Hollow Earth and we can just see what actually is down there. So that is my review of Godzilla vs Kong. Like I said, I gave it a 9 out of 5 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. For being a big fan of like all these different kaijus, Kong, Godzilla and everything, it was just a really, really cool movie. And I definitely want to know what you guys think. What was your, I guess, best points for the movie? What did you enjoy? What did you dislike? Leave all of it down below in the comment section so that we can have a discussion. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Do drop a like on it if you've enjoyed it. And if you're new to the channel, do hit that subscribe button as well. And I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.